Have you ever thought about remarrying after 60? The idea of finding love again can be exciting. But it also comes with its own set of challenges. Ones you might not have considered at first. Whether you've been single for years, recently divorced, or lost a spouse, getting remarried at this stage in life is a big decision that goes beyond just love and companionship. In fact, there are 5 key insights you need to know before saying, "I do," again. Insights that could shape your future happiness and stability. Stay tuned, because these truths are crucial for making the right decision for your next chapter. And trust me, they might surprise you. This approach will grab attention, build curiosity, and assure the audience that important advice and insights will be shared throughout the video. Key insight number 1. Financial realities of remarrying after 60. One of the most significant factors to consider before remarrying after 60 is how it will impact your financial situation. While many focus on the emotional aspects of remarriage, it's essential not to overlook the practical realities that can significantly affect your finances. Especially if you're relying on retirement savings, Social Security benefits, and estate plans. When you remarry, your financial situation is no longer just about you. It's about combining two people's assets, debts, and spending habits, which can have unexpected consequences if you're not careful. For instance, if you're receiving Social Security benefits based on your ex-spouse's work record, those benefits could be reduced or even eliminated once you remarry. This is crucial if you rely on these benefits to support your lifestyle. And many people are surprised when this happens. Additionally, remarriage can have an impact on your pension plans and survivor benefits. Some pensions or survivor benefits may have restrictions that are voided upon remarriage. If either you or your partner receives such benefits, it's essential to review the terms carefully and understand how it will affect your income and overall financial stability. Another critical factor is estate planning. When you marry, your estate plan may change. For example, remarriage could affect what you plan to leave your children or loved ones. Many people assume they can leave their assets to their children as intended. But remarriage often changes the legal rights to property and wealth distribution. In some cases, your new spouse could have legal claims to your assets, which could potentially reduce what you plan to pass on to your children. Robert, a 72-year-old widower, thought he was making a joyful decision by remarrying. However, he soon realized that his new wife had legal claims to his assets, meaning his children could receive less than he had planned. This discovery led Robert to seek legal and financial advice to protect his estate and ensure that his children would inherit what he intended. Before remarrying, it's crucial to consult a financial planner and discuss how your new marriage will affect your financial future. Understanding the impact on your Social Security benefits, retirement savings, pensions, and estate plans is vital to making an informed decision. By addressing these financial realities before remarrying, you can avoid unexpected stress and ensure your financial security for the future. Key insight number 2. Family dynamics can get complicated when you remarry after 60. Remarrying after 60 often means blending two families with established histories, expectations, and relationships. While love may bring two people together, family dynamics can introduce complications that you may not expect, especially when adult children, grandchildren, or even close friends are involved. These relationships may not always merge as smoothly as you hope. And it's essential to approach these changes with patience and understanding. One of the most common challenges when remarrying later in life is how your adult children will react. Even though they may want you to be happy, some might struggle with the idea of you entering a new relationship, especially if they feel a strong loyalty to your former spouse. These emotions are natural, but they can create tension within your family if not addressed. It's important to understand that some children may need time to adjust to your new marriage and feel that their family traditions, finances, or inheritance could be affected. Grandchildren may also be impacted by the introduction of a new spouse into their lives. If you've been a central figure in their lives, they might feel uneasy or displaced by the presence of a new person. It's essential to approach these situations with sensitivity and create a space for everyone to feel included and comfortable. Each family member may take a different amount of time to accept the changes and see the new spouse as a valued part of the family. Beyond the immediate family, remarriage can sometimes trigger concerns about inheritance or asset distribution. For many, ensuring that their children or loved ones are provided for is a top priority. But remarriage often complicates the legal rights regarding property, wealth, and inheritance. Your new spouse may have legal claims to your assets, potentially changing what you had intended to leave behind to your children or grandchildren. Take Susan, for example. At 68, she remarried after being single for over a decade. She thought her children would be happy for her. But instead, she found herself navigating uncomfortable conversations about inheritance, holiday traditions, and living arrangements. She had to reassure her children that she valued them and was committed to maintaining the family's legacy while also embracing her new relationship. If you're considering remarriage later in life, it's essential to have open, honest conversations with your family about your intentions. By addressing any concerns, setting clear expectations, and taking the time to listen, you can help ease any tensions and ensure that everyone is on the same page. Understanding that family dynamics will change and giving everyone time to adjust can lead to a smoother transition into this new chapter of your life. Key insight number 3. Emotional expectations are different after 60. When you remarry after 60, it's crucial to understand that the emotional expectations you have for the relationship may be very different from those of your younger years. As you grow older, your priorities shift. Marriage in later life isn't necessarily about building a future from scratch, raising children, or creating a shared life from the ground up. Instead, it's often more about companionship, emotional support, and maintaining your independence while sharing life with someone special. At this stage of life, many people are already established in their routines, homes, and personal lives. You've spent years cultivating your own sense of independence, and your life has a certain rhythm to it. Remarrying introduces another person's habits, preferences, and expectations into your established world. And this transition isn't always easy. It's not just about finding someone to share your life with, but about adjusting to someone new in your life and figuring out how to maintain your own identity and independence while nurturing the relationship. One of the most significant changes when remarrying later in life is balancing personal space with the desire for closeness. You may be used to living alone, making decisions independently, and having control over your environment. Now, You must navigate the delicate balance of respecting each other's personal space and finding time for intimacy and connection. Another factor to consider is the emotional baggage both partners bring into the relationship. Whether you've experienced a loss or a difficult divorce, emotional experiences shape the way you communicate, express affection, and handle conflict. It's important to be patient with one another and recognize that old wounds may need time to heal. Each partner may have deeply ingrained views on love, commitment, and companionship that differ from the other. And addressing these differences requires empathy, open communication, and a willingness to learn. Take Harold, for example. At 75, he remarried after the death of his first wife. Although he was excited to find love again, he was surprised by how different this second marriage felt. His new wife valued her independence in ways he hadn't expected, and he struggled to find a rhythm that worked for both of them. With time and patience, they learned to adjust their expectations and found joy in their new relationship. If you're considering remarriage, take a moment to ask yourself what you truly want from the relationship. Are you seeking companionship, support, or simply someone to share your life with? Understanding your emotional needs and being clear about your expectations can help ensure that your second marriage is built on mutual understanding and respect. Embrace the opportunity for a relationship that enhances your life, rather than one that causes unnecessary stress or frustration. Key insight number 4. Legal considerations matter more than you think. When considering remarriage after 60, it's essential to think about the legal implications that come with tying the knot again. Unlike in your younger years, when marriage was often about building a future together, remarriage at this stage of life involves more than just love and companionship. It's a legal contract that can significantly affect your assets, inheritance plans, and even your healthcare decisions. One of the most important legal matters to address is how remarriage can impact your estate planning. After remarriage, your new spouse might gain automatic rights to your assets, even if you intended to leave them to your children or other loved ones. This could be an unexpected surprise if you haven't updated your will or estate plan accordingly. It's crucial to have a clear understanding of how remarriage may affect the distribution of your property, especially if you have children or grandchildren whom you intend to provide for. Working with an estate planner or lawyer to make necessary adjustments can help ensure your wishes are honored and that your loved ones are protected. Another critical consideration is healthcare decision-making. If you were to become ill or incapacitated, your new spouse would typically have the legal right to make medical decisions on your behalf. This can create tensions, especially if your children or other family members disagree with your spouse's choices. To avoid confusion or potential conflicts, it's wise to establish an advanced medical directive or a medical power of attorney. These legal tools clearly outline who can make medical decisions for you and ensure that your wishes are respected, regardless of who's involved in your new marriage. Lastly, many people shy away from discussing prenuptial agreements because they fear it may seem unromantic. However, prenuptial agreements can offer protection and clarity for both parties, ensuring that financial matters are handled fairly and that both spouses are on the same page regarding financial obligations. This helps reduce potential misunderstandings and guarantees that you enter the marriage with clear expectations, making it easier to focus on the love and companionship that truly matters. Before remarriage, take the time to consult with an attorney to navigate these legal considerations, ensuring that you protect your interests and can focus on building a secure and happy future with your partner. Hong toi noi gia tren 65 tui dan vào tam li. Chad GPT da noi. Key insight number 5. The definition of happiness changes with age. As we grow older, our definition of happiness naturally evolves. In your younger years, marriage might have been about building a life together, raising a family, and establishing financial security. But after 60, happiness often shifts away from building and focuses more on maintaining and finding fulfillment in the life you've already created. This change in priorities is especially important to understand when considering remarriage. When you're in your 60s or beyond, your focus on marriage is likely less about creating a new life from scratch and more about companionship, emotional support, and the ability to share meaningful experiences. This change can bring a sense of peace and contentment, as you no longer feel the need to prove yourself or chase societal expectations. Instead, you're looking for someone who can complement your life, not necessarily transform it. Before you remarry, it's important to reflect on what truly makes you happy now. Is it about having a partner to share quiet moments with? Or perhaps someone to join you in travel or other activities? Maybe it's about companionship, without the expectation of constantly changing or adapting to each other's routines. Understanding what happiness looks like for you in this stage of life is vital. Entering a new marriage with the right expectations can help prevent misunderstandings or disappointment. You may find that, after years of living independently, the idea of sharing a home or a daily routine with someone else can be challenging. The key is to ensure that the new marriage aligns with your needs, rather than expecting it to fill the void of loneliness or emotional gaps. Happiness in later years often comes from maintaining your independence while having someone by your side for the special moments. Take the time to evaluate what you're truly seeking in a relationship. If you're content with your life as it is but desire someone to share it with, make sure your expectations are clear. A happy second marriage isn't about trying to recreate your past life but about embracing the future and the fulfillment that comes with it. As we wrap up today's video, let's take a moment to reflect on the key insights we've explored regarding remarriage after 60. Making the decision to remarry at this stage in life is incredibly personal. And it's essential to be informed about the practical and emotional realities that come with it. From understanding the financial implications, navigating complex family dynamics, to aligning your emotional expectations, each of these insights offers important considerations to ensure your decision is truly right for you. One of the most valuable lessons here is that remarriage in your later years isn't just about love and companionship. It's also about maintaining a life that supports your happiness, security, and personal fulfillment. Whether it's being clear about your financial situation or making sure your emotional needs align with your partner's, each choice you make should empower you to live with peace of mind and joy. Your happiness matters, and it's crucial that any decision you make reflects what you truly want out of life. As we grow older, we may need to embrace new ways of thinking about relationships and love. While marriage may look different than it did in our younger years, it can still offer an enriching and fulfilling connection. However, Taking the time to understand the deeper aspects of remarriage will help you avoid unnecessary complications and ensure that your future is one of happiness and stability. So, if you're considering remarriage after 60, take these insights to heart. Don't rush. Have the important conversations with loved ones. Seek professional advice. And most importantly, listen to your own heart. This is your time to create a future that reflects your values, your happiness, and your desires. Call to action. If you found this video helpful, I encourage you to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. What insights have resonated with you the most? And how do you plan to approach remarriage or relationships in your later years? Your feedback helps us continue creating content that supports you and others in navigating life's important decisions. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.